before every game they play that national anthem of any sporting event, and it always sends chills up and down my spine, and even more so now, considering the current situation. As we look around the arena, we haven't got a big crowd, but everyone was just standing real tall, real straight, and you could just see them bristling with pride, and the feeling. It was a great rendition on that recording. And getting back to your question, saying that the Cyclones have their hands full today would be probably one of the gross understatements of the year. Realistically, they just haven't got the talent and the depth this year to go against Massena, and I think one of the keys for them today, strictly, if I were behind the bench of the Cyclones, I wouldn't worry about scoring goals. Play for a break here and there. Hope you can pop one. Good defensive position in our own end. Can't come out clean. Dump the puck. Don't try to match Massena goal for goal.
Jake Morris's line against Tom Krapser's line. The Krapser twins out there along with Jay Chandler are underway, and the puck comes in the Massena zone. And it's Dougie Cullen in the Massena nets against Dom Doldo in the nets for Watertown. The puck comes to Tommy Moore. He falls down, kicks free in the Massena zone in the corner. Tom Post picks it up, flips it ahead for Jake Morris. Morris slides it, doesn't get it out of the zone. Here's a shot on, and Cullen has to make the save and hold on for the face-off. So Watertown gets the first shot on net. Not a hard shot, but nonetheless a giveaway in the Massena end. Dave Krapser picked it up and rifled it at the Massena net. He didn't get all of it and kind of did an alley-oop toward the net, but Cullen has to make the save.
Dougie Cullen started today. Todd Hayes probably would have started, but he was under the weather this week.
Okay, off the face-off. Tommy Post bounces it off the boards. It slides out to center ice. It's picked up there by Justin Navoda on the defense. He has it poked away. Comes to Morris. Morris drops for Collins. Todd Collins starting on defense along with Tommy Post. There's Post with it in behind his own net. Starts out right side of the net. Takes it right in front of the Massena cage, but he gets out of trouble. Moves ahead to Jake Morris. Here comes Morris across the blue line. Stick handles. High slot. Goes for Tommy Moore and gets upended. The puck comes to Moore in the corner. Back to Bigelow at the 45 to Morris. In the slot to Tommy Moore. Short side shot hit the side of the net. Jake picks the puck up. Goes back to Collins at the point. Over to Tommy Post. Nice pass. Post circles. Feeds it right in the slot, but it's bounced and cleared out to center ice, and Todd Collins has to come back with it. Collins pokes it ahead at the red line. It comes to Jake Morris. He just dumps to an open wing, and Massena will make a line change. Just underway here. No score in the hockey game. Massena Watertown. The Cyclones with the puck as they move it out. They've got the Eric James line out, and they're going to dump it in the Massena zone. James with Scott Bryan and Dave Wilder. Raiders coming back with the Jackson line. Jackson and his two line mates. As the Massena clears the zone, it comes to Cameron. Cameron flips it ahead for Jackson. Intercepted, dumped back to the Massena line. Brian Levac has it poke checked away. Racing in on it is Dave Wilder. Levac takes him into the corner, knocks him down, and comes up with a puck and backhands it to Jackson in the Massena zone. Here comes Jason Jackson. Stick handling it to center ice. Now he passes Cameron. Cameron goes back to Jackson, knocked away, but Jackson follows it, has it poke checked away at the last second. It comes to Scotty Bryant. Cameron takes it away from him, flips it in the corner. Back to pick it out is Tony Altieri, that is, and he bounces it to the blue line and out to center ice. In fact, it's going to go all the way back in the Massena zone, and Levac has to come back for it. Brian Levac with a puck from Massena feeds Jackson. In the Massena zone, he circles, starts it out. Here's Jackson to Cameron on the left wing. Chris takes it in the zone now. Battles through, feeds Jackson, knocked down in front, and it's still in the slot, but nobody there for Massena as the puck comes back. Dumped right back in by Barkley as Massena has to clear the zone. Around the boards it comes, and Jay Chandler picks it up as Watertown back out with their first line. Massena coming out with a Fauché line. Here's Collins with it. Headman pass to Joey Fauché. Here comes Fauché. He's got McCracken, and Whitcup takes it right in the middle, kicks it across the slot. The bouncing puck to the blue line. Does it come out to center ice? Yeah, just barely. Whitcup picks it up there. He gets bodied into the boards, comes back for it, and comes up with it again. Looks for McCracken, breaking in, goes off his skates into the corner. Picked up by McCready, and McCracken. And McCready comes away with it, flips up along the boards. Fauché steps in front, intercepts, looking to center, but it comes all the way out to center ice. He was looking for McCracken in the slot, couldn't get him the puck. Back into the Massena zone, Todd Collins with it. Collins flips it over to Aaron Barkley, and Barkley starts out left side. Here comes Barkley, stick handle to center ice. The backhand pass intercepted. Watertown back the other way as they slide it in the Massena zone. They want a line change. Cullen tries to get it out of the zone. It's intercepted. And a nice play by Tom Krapser. Here's Krapser in behind the net. Barkley takes him out of the play. And McCracken picks up the loose puck and starts it. Here comes McCracken. Down the right wing side. Takes it to the middle. across the blue line. McCracken drop pass, nobody there, and it's dumped back to the Massena line. Tommy Post steps off the bench, picks it up. Circles at the red line, waiting for his wings. He dumps it to Whitka. Bobby feeds Fauché across the blue line. Here comes Fauché, trying to go to McCracken, a little bit too far in the corner right side. Watertown zone, back to Fauché. Shot right on McCracken. Picks up the backhand, scores! Scotty McCracken. And Dave, you describe it, but it was a nice goal by McCracken.
It was a nice goal. He came out from behind the net on his backhand, but this will tell you how much time he had. He came out of the net, and he faced the goaltender on his backhand. He had time to swing around, to go to his forehand, and put the puck up over the top of Dom Doldo. I mean, there wasn't a defenseman around, and that's a lot of time. When you can come out from behind, go from your backhand, switch to your forehand.
Joey Fauché will pick up the assist, and there may be another one as well. We'll wait on the official. Off the face-off, the puck out to center ice, all the way back in the Watertown zone. They wave the icing off, and Tony Altieri comes after it, the defenseman for Watertown. Runs into Tommy Moore, and Moore comes away with the puck. Back to the point. Here's a shot by Barkley, deflected right on the rebound. Score, Bigelow. As Dom Doldo made the initial save on the shot by Barkley, but Bigelow was camped on the doorstep, and Doldo, again, no chance.
Again, a twofold error, but I would say for young Mr. Doldo, he's got to cover up those rebounds. It wasn't a hard shot, Gary. He lost sight of it, left it out there, and Jeff Bigelow parked right off the crease. There were two white shirts around. They were looking at the puck instead of knocking Jeff on his behind. So two mistakes. Dom Doldo didn't cover it up, and no one picked up Jeff Bigelow.
Off the face-off. Here comes LaBarge now on the pass from Morris. Jason takes it in, stops at the corner, waits, feeds Morris high slot, back to the point. Barkley just flips it through the middle and right again. It doesn't quite get through this time. Picked up by Morris, side of the net. Oh, tried to go to Bigelow, goes underneath the stick. Here's the shot. And that may have been on, may not have been by LaBarge. Now puck in behind, picked up by Tony Altieri. Altieri and Bigelow go together. Bigelow just kind of knocks him down, takes the puck, and I think there's going to be a penalty on Jeff Bigelow.
Jerry, those two goals, the Scott McCracken and the Jeff Bigelow goals, came within 18 seconds of each other. And I'll tell you, Dom Doldo, the last time they played, he played out on the wing, I believe, when they were down in Watertown. Yeah. And he has a habit of dropping down to his knees. He's got to stand up on his feet.
So Bigelow gets the gate for holding, and Watertown will go on the power play. Massena on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard leads at 2-0 here. Just 9 seconds shy of 5 minutes gone in the first period. Here's Collins just flipping it all the way back in the Watertown zone. Coming back after it is Novoda. Novoda and McCready out there, and I'm sure they've got the Crapser line. But McCracken steals the puck, trying to feed it through to Fauché. Comes to McCready, though, instead side of the net. He bounces it around the boards. McCracken steps in front of that pass. Steals it. He rags the puck in the corner. McCracken, well, he's going to waste some time. Takes it out to center ice. McCracken, he's still got it. Now he backhands to Fauché. Joey skating around. Drops it. Collins goes to Post. Post waits. Goes back to Collins. Todd says, well, that's enough of that, and he dumps it down the length of the ice. And back in behind. It comes to McCracken. Here's Scotty with a puck now. Being manhandled in the corner. He stays with it. Goes to Fauché at the 45. Joey rags it out to center ice again. 39 seconds. Goes to Collins. Collins drops it to Post. Here's Post. Taking it. Trying to get it out to center ice. And he just does. Now the puck just kicked back in the zone. And Fauché comes back. Here's Joey in behind the net with 25 seconds left in the power play. He's going to rifle it down the... Oh, he almost got McCracken breaking. I don't think that was the intention, but it almost happened. Now Watertown in their own end as they try to get something going. McCready says, somebody come and get the puck. Finally, it's Crapser, Tommy Crapser. His bounce pass, and stepping in front of it is Fauché. Fauché comes up with a puck. He tried to feed McCracken. It was blocked at the last second. Comes back out to center ice. 2 seconds, 1 second. That'll take care of the power play. And it comes all the way back in the Watertown zone as Massena back to full strength. And Watertown really did not even have the puck in the Massena zone. Out to center ice it comes to the Massena blue line. And it's backhanded in the corner as Brian Levac comes back after it. Here's Levac with a puck. Rifles it around the board for Todd Manning. Todd, headman pass, goes to Jackson. Here comes Jason building up a head of steam. He is bodied into the boards by Bryant, and the puck taken away by Eric James. James behind his net for Watertown, bounces it, gets it out to center ice. Levac is there, flips for Manning. Manning across the red line, backhands it right in the Watertown zone. In behind the net it goes. Tony Altieri after it. He's got Cameron coming in. Cameron poke checks it away. Altieri comes back up with it. Cameron steals. Here comes Chris Cameron, high slot, looking to get the shot off. He gets upended, and the puck comes back the other way, out to center ice as Watertown clears it. Bryant dumps it in the Massena zone. He wants off. Now the puck comes to Manning at the blue line, starts it back the other way. He just looks to flip it through, but it's knocked down, comes back to the Massena line, and it's Jackson. Here's Jackson. Ooh, he tries to go through too much. Levac follows up, dumps it inside Watertown zone. They bang it off the boards. Jackson at center ice. Stick handles it back to the Massena line, looking for some skating room, goes to Labarge, goes through his legs. Labarge comes back for it, looking to feed Jackson. Labarge in the corner being forechecked there. Some good pressure by Pete Chandler, third line center. The puck comes to Manning. Manning to Jackson. Jackson tries to body it, doesn't get it out of the zone. It sits at the blue line. Finally, Labarge says, enough of this. He just flips it. He's going to follow it himself. Pokes it, has it poked away, though, by Altieri. Back out to center ice, Jackson. Jackson drops it back on the defense to Levac at the Massena blue line. He goes to Cameron. Chris kind of lost the handle. Now he finds it, moving it along the boards. Cameron has it poked away. They jammed for it. Jackson drops it back to Levac. Levac at his own blue line, flips it ahead for Tommy Moore, who's back out on the ice now as Massena makes a change. Moore's pass goes back into the Massena zone. Picked up and dumped out by Levac to Moore. Bouncing back in the zone. Offsides will be called as coming out of the zone was Jay Chandler, and he touched it. And the faceoff will come outside. A little bit of running around right now, David.
Yeah, and typical of the last game these two teams played, not a lot of physical activity. There were only 3 penalties last time. In fact, the hardest check so far just happened to Joey Altieri trying to go off on a line change, ran into Tommy Moore by mistake. And
off the faceoff, Jake Morris's line. Bigelow at the blue line has it poked away. Comes along the boards. Bigelow gets it back again. Oh, nice pass to Morris. Morris trying to go through the middle. He gets knocked down, and back the other way comes Jay Chandler. 2-on-2 for Watertown. Chandler breaks it in, and Moore takes him out of the play. Chandler trying to follow it in the corner. His centering pass bounces to the blue line. Jake Morris picks it up. Headman of Biggs. He can't quite catch up. Comes back to Morris on the poke check. Jake steps by the D to Bigelow. Back to Morris. Morris takes it in the zone off sides. Tommy Moore. He just anticipated just a wee bit, and he got caught.
Jake Morris came down, crossed the blue line just prior to that, and put a move on number 4, Brian Wilson, outside, inside. And most defensemen would have gone for it, but it was too quick for Brian. So when Jake came back, expecting nobody there, Brian hadn't moved, and he ran into him.
He didn't even react to the fake.
No, he didn't.
Off the face-off, here's Labarge over to Collins. Todd dumps it down. In the zone it comes. McCracken racing in after it, but Daldo stops it behind the net. Sweeps it around the boards, and the hard check thrown as McCracken picks up the puck. Fauché at the blue line now, trying to dump it in. Here's the Labarge playing it forward right now. Side of the net, centers it. It's right in the slot, nobody there. Back to Collins at the point. He's going to feed Whitcup at the 45, left side of the goalie. Bobby gets railed, but flips the puck in behind him. McCracken. Oh, right back to Whitcup. Couldn't get the shot off. The puck cleared to the point, and Collins sweeps it, keeps it in. Puck still in the zone. And finally, it's going to be picked up by Novoda. And he looks and gets it out to center ice. Here's Collins again. Right back the other way. He's going to dump it in the zone. McCracken says, watch out, don't hit me with that. Puck comes all the way back on the other point. And it's flipped through the middle. It sits in the slot, cleared back to the blue line. Fauché picks it up. Stick handles in the corner. Here's Joey with the puck behind the net, circling, looking. He stops, and it gets taken out of the play. And the loose puck picked up by Tim Krapser. Back to the point. Here's a shot right across the goal mouth. And it was almost deflected, but Watertown's going to dump it down the ice. I don't think they're going to call icing on it. Yeah, I guess they are. And the faceoff will move back in Watertown zone. 4:49 left, first period. And on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard, Massena leads 2-0.
Smart move by the Cyclones. Under a lot of pressure, that UPS line was putting all kinds of pressure on them, and the Cyclones just dumped the puck. That is a smart move. And these are good lively boards here at the Alex Duffy Fairground rink. This is a nice rink.
Yes, it is a nice rink. They've got bleachers, on 3 sides, and it's a good place to watch a hockey game. Very bright in here, especially in the daytime. Here's a shot from the point. Save made, either that by the goalie or the defenseman. Now the puck across the goal mouth. It comes to Tommy Post at the point. He looks to stick handle in the corner and lost it, and it comes sliding back to the blue line. Here's the headman pass. Oh, Levac just met Chandler at the blue line, and Chandler knew he was hit. Levac didn't worry about the puck. He just railed him. Now Manning gets railed, but Jackson comes up with the puck. That's the first real big hit we've seen. Now the puck bounces back in the Watertown zone. Daldo is going to clear it in the corner. Cameron throws a check, leaves it for Jackson. Jason stick handles through traffic. He's got the puck in the corner. Jackson circles. Nobody picks him up. Takes it in front. Goes to Cameron. His shot hits the side of the net. Now it's Todd Manning with it. Flips. Nice pass. Jackson in the slot. Circles back into the corner. Looks for Manning. Back to Jackson. And Jackson stick handles through traffic. Here's Jackson with it, trying to center it. Gets it right back again. Quick wrist shot. Save made. Puck sits there, and Daldo covers up.
Tom Daldo looks like he, again, has not had a lot of experience in the Nets. We mentioned when they played down in Massena, he played a wing, I do believe, and the backup goalie was Greg Clement, who was out playing defense today. So they alternate. Down in Massena, the starting goalie was Jason Tremont, their fine football player, but Jason's not dressed today. The Raiders, I'm sure, were told by Coach Stan Moore in this first period, come out and play it, take the game right to them, play your good hustling game, forecheck, get right after them, then we'll worry about the outcome later. And that's a smart thing. Jump out, get your lead, and then...
Here's Jake with a quick wrist shot. Save made, rebound, bounces. It comes to Tommy Moore. Back to the point, Aaron Barkley. Barkley just flips it in the corner. Back in behind Bigelow. Jeffrey going after it along the 45, back to Labarge at the point, flips it back to Bigelow. Here comes Biggs, right in the slot. He winds his shot. Score! And Daldo waved the glove at it on the way by, but it was already in the back of the twine by the time the glove came up.
Exactly right. It was coming back out when he waved the glove. But in defense of Dom Daldo, he didn't see it because a Raider crossed in front of him, and so did a Cyclone. And Jeff Bigelow picked it up along the right side to the left of Dom Daldo, top of the circle, walked in. There was no one there. From about 25, 30 feet, he blasted a screen slap shot. He didn't have a chance.
On the Pete Schuler scoreboard, it's 3-0. Here comes Morris, 2-on-1. Morris goes right by the defense. Shot, score, and it's 4-0.
I don't know. We'll pick up the time on that one, Jerry. Joey will give us the time in a second, and that's going to beat the 18 seconds. Two in the 18 seconds.
Be a bit surprised.
Oh, no question. That was right off the face-off, and Jake just walked in. They gained the line. The young Watertown defense are just backing off the line, and he put a move and went around the defenseman and faked like he was going to go across the crease. Dom Daldo went to his right, and Jake stayed to his left and just flipped it upstairs. We got
in backhand.
9 seconds on that one.
9 seconds between the two goals, and it's 4-0 on the Pete Schuler scoreboard for Massena. 9 seconds. Well, okay, here comes Bobby Whitcup with it. Has it poked away. Fauché, though, pokes it in return, and now it's intercepted and dumped back in the Massena zone. Under 3 minutes to play in this first period. Massena on top on the Pete scoreboard, 4-0. The puck comes around to McCracken. He can't control it. Back to the blue line. Here's a shot knocked down. McCracken flips it ahead to Fauché. Joey's got a breakaway. Here comes Joey. Fauché breaks in. Shot. Daldo makes the save. The rebound. He stays with it. Poor Joey.
Great pass by Scotty McCracken to send Joey away just over the Massena blue line. Froze the Cyclone defense like they were in cement. And Scotty McCracken, a little backhanded pass on the left side, and Joey Fauché broke in all alone from center ice. And Dom Daldo was equal to the task. Actually, he was sitting back. I think Joey should have shot, but he tried to deke him.
Okay, back to the point. Here's Levac to drive. Big save by Daldo. I don't know if he saw it or not, but the save. Here's another shot. That's wide. Puck goes in behind the net. Eddie Davis is out there, along with Chilton and Kellison. Takes the puck in the corner, has it poked away. So Massena out with a fourth line already. As the puck comes to Davis in the corner, here's Davis, side of the net, circles behind, looks to wrap it around. He's got it in front, the shot. We have a whistle and a penalty. A high sticking against somebody in front of the net. And again, that was Freddie Kellison right in the slot in Watertown. They couldn't move him.
Freddie occupying a couple of Watertown players, and it's a Watertown player that's going to go to the box for high sticking. Eddie Davis came right around, started in the left corner, skated in behind the net, came out on the right side, come right out in front. No one touched him, and he right across the dot, and he picked his spot, but Dom Daldo was able to make the save. And
that's Clemo getting the penalty, a goalie protecting the goalie. That must be what he was doing that day. So Massena goes on the power play here. And they've got their regular power play unit out there. Bigelow just steps by the D. Here comes Bigelow, side of the net. He circles in the corner, goes back to Post at the point. Post moves it out to the blue line. Goes to Jake at the 45. Jake has it poke checked away, but Biggs picks it up in the corner. Back to the point. Post moves it right across the blue line. He winds his shot, and Clemo moved just in time to make that save. It comes to Labarge at the 45, right side of the goalie. He takes it back to the blue line. Fitzmaurice in the slot. His shot save, and the puck goes in the corner. Cameron. Chris back to the point now. Labarge. Jason slides to Morris right in front. His shot hit the goalpost and kissed out. That was a nice pass, and Jake got railed for his efforts, but he doesn't care. He's right back in there in the slot. Here's Post at the blue line with 39 seconds left in the power play. Goes to Bigelow. Bigelow, Morris, back to Bigelow in front. It bounces right across the goal mouth, and Bigelow picks it up and takes it back to the 45. Right side of the goalie. Back to Labarge. He's going to drive one. And the save made. The rebound, Clemo holds on as Cameron's poking at it. And that's Daldo, I should say, not Clemo. And with 1:05 left in the first period, Massena has 24 seconds of power play, and the Raiders lead it on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard 4-0.
Good structured box by the Cyclones. They didn't break down, but they were leaving a lot of room in the middle, and Massena adjusted to that. Instead of overloading two on one side, they slipped Jake in the middle, and he was fed a couple of beautiful passes 15 feet out, and Clement was equal to the task.
Fauché back to Jackson at the point. Goes to Fauché in the corner, goes by him. Picked up by Brian Wilson, but Fauché takes it away. Here's Joey. Back to Jackson at the point. Back to Joey, 45. Back to Jackson at the point. Jackson. 9 seconds left in the power play to Fauché along the boards. Joey steps into the circle now, goes to McCracken, the give and go. The Fauché gets knocked down, can't get the shot off. The puck comes back to the point. Levac winds up the drive, right on the save, the rebound. They jam at it, and it's underneath the goalie, I believe. And he's shaking his head. He doesn't know where it is either.
Good job by that young Watertown defense, and we mentioned at the top of the show, they don't have the depth or the talent this year, but never say die. They're giving it all they got in there. They're trying to knock the Raiders that are parked in front. They're doing a pretty good job of it. Few occasions they've allowed the traffic to come congested in there, but they're giving a good effort.
34 seconds left, first period. Peach Jewelers scoreboard reads Massena 4. Watertown no score. Chilton's line back out there. Off the face-off, Chilton controls it himself in the corner. He's ridden into the boards. Coming after Kellison, looks to center. He gets knocked down. That doesn't happen very often. Now the puck back to the point. Collins keeps it in, flips it in the corner at the 45. Chilton jams for it there, feeds it to Kellison behind. Here's Kellison stepping by. I checked James, kind of mugged him a little bit, and Watertown moves it back, but Collins keeps it in at the point. Here's Collins trying to move it. Manning, or it should say Chilton, comes into the fray. It comes to Kellison. Kellison states out of the pack. The shot, the save as the buzzer sounds, and the first period ends. A lot of hustle by that fourth unit right there to keep the puck in the zone.
Good job by Jason Chilton along with Todd Collins and Freddie Kellison. They did an excellent job of keeping the puck in the zone, applying all kinds of pressure.
So after a period of play here at the Watertown Alex Duffy Fairgrounds Arena, the Massena Red Raiders lead it on a score of 4-0 on the Peach Jewelers scoreboard. Our broadcast brought to you this afternoon by Reynolds Metals, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant. Working together, their quality shines through. By the A-Plus Mini Market, downtown Massena, franchise of the Atlantic Refining and Marketing Corporation. By Homestead Dairy, West Hatfield, and the corner of North Main and Maple in Massena. Also by the members of the CCOM Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, your family of financial services. By Bogosian's Carpet and Furniture and BC Cleaning, 70 Willow Street, Massena, the folks who have been in the cleaning business since 1923. By Massena Building Supply, 70 Water Street, Massena, serving the people of Massena for over 80 years. By the Massena Super Duper in the Hearthaven Shopping Center, Massena. Remember, Jim Sullivan and the gang at the Super Duper are friendly, fair, and uncommonly fresh. And by Netto's, 43 Andrew Street, Massena. Be sure to stop in and enjoy the live music every Friday and Saturday night.
We're on the east side of the rink. That's where our vantage spot is, and the players' benches, both of them are across the way on the west side. We're right between blue line and center ice, looking right down in the penalty box. This is a fantastic spot to broadcast the game.
Okay, we've got Tommy Krapser's line out there. Krapser and Krapser, the two twins, Tommy and Dave and Jay Chandler. Oh, wait a minute. Tommy Briggs is going to play the wing. Chandler got nailed that one time at the blue line by Levac, and perhaps he's hurting a little bit. Of course, a team like Watertown, you can't afford to lose anybody. We'll see what happens. We'll see if we see Chandler. Here comes Jake Morris. Steps by the D. Morris slides into the zone. Here's Morris right in front. Shot, save, rebound. Oh, big save on Bigelow, as Biggs was gunning for the hat trick there, and goaltender Dom Daldo just had the stick laying across the ice. Had Biggs been able to lift it at all, it would have been a goal.
Great save by Dom Daldo. Jake Morris shifted in. I think that was about third that time. He didn't have it into fourth, and he just blew by the defenseman. Cut in. He cut into his left and went across the crease, tried to slide it. Daldo made the save. The rebound came out, and he robbed Jeff Bigelow. Had the whole net.
Face off, back to the point. Tommy Post, he winds it. His shot deflected high over the net and up into the screen. and we'll face it off again. We're just underway in the second period, and on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, the Massena Raiders lead it on a score of 4-0.
Textbook play. Jake Morris won the draw right back to Tommy Post. Stepped over 2 strides, and Tommy unleashed a low bullet, and Jeff Bigelow parked right in front, deflected it perfectly, but a little high.
Off the face-off, the puck comes in behind the net this time, and Novoda picks it up. And believe it or not, Morris lost the face-off, but Tommy Moore comes up with a puck, and Post is going to be called for a hit from behind as he nailed the Watertown forward from behind. That was Tommy Briggs. And Arnie was right there, happened right in front of him. He made the call immediately, and so Watertown will go on the power play.
One little thing I noticed when they were playing the national anthem, and the Watertown players had their backs to us. And did you notice number 3, Tim McCready? He had his number 3 shaved in the back of his head.
I saw that. Off the face-off, we've got the 7-11 penalty killers out there, Fauché, McCracken, and Labarge out there with the back. Labarge draws a crowd in behind the net, skates it out of trouble, tries to. Well, we've got Chandler back out there, so apparently he's okay. McCracken picks up the puck. Uh-oh, the puck squirts side of the net. Here's a shot across the goal mouth, is wide. Back to the point. Here's another shot. Bounces in the slot. Here's another shot. Cullen gloves it. And Tommy Briggs was really too deep to have much to shoot at that time.
He didn't have much to shoot at. Just prior to that, number 11, Tommy Krapser, just winged one by the far goal post and almost caught Dougie Nappy just a hair. It was a good
Raiders
shot.
Almost got a little too cute that time, and it nearly cost them as they, instead of just clearing the zone, they messed around with it a little bit. Now, see, they clear the zone, and here comes McCracken. McCracken one-on-one, busts down the left side. His shot, I think it was wide. Ooh, he goes into the boards, but gets up. And coming along is Fauché, right back to McCracken. Scotty's up, so he's okay. He went in kind of heavily, but he's a tough guy. Here's McCracken, comes out of the pack, goes to Fauché, high slot. He tries to pass it, it's taken away, and Eric James starts it back the other way. James just slides it in the zone. We got a penalty, no, an offside's called. And the face-off will move outside Massena territory with 13:34 remaining in period number 2, and the Raiders up on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard 4-0. Speaking of Bob, I didn't see him before the game. Doesn't miss too many. He may have picked a good one to miss, though. Is he here? Yeah, he's here. Okay. Usually, if I don't see him, I at least hear him. Puck around the boards now. Bigelow clears it out of the zone and stays with it. Now he's taken out of the play, and the Cyclones pick it up. Altieri, his pass intercepted. Jason Jackson. Jackson busts by Altieri. He's got Bigelow breaking for the net. Feeds it to him. He can't get the shot. Comes back to Barkley. Barkley cranks it. It goes wide. And it comes back to Collins. He cranks one from the point, goes off a leg. And back there is Greg Clemmo to pick it up. He dumps it in behind for his other defenseman, Altieri. We're down to 3 seconds left in the penalty as they pass it in their own end. Finally, Altieri's going to move it out to center ice. Jackson stops it, waits for Biggs to get on side, has to stick handle it, and circles back to the blue line. He feeds ahead to Cameron. Chris comes in the zone, left side. Cameron in the corner now, ridden into the boards by Clemmo, and now Jackson with it. Jackson runs through some traffic, comes back into the circle now, looks to move it through the middle. He gets tied up, and he follows it in the corner. Now goes to Cameron. Cameron has it intercepted, but he ties up his man along the boards. The puck's still in there. They poke at it. It kicks free. They jam at it. It's still in the corner. Finally, it comes back along the boards and slides out to center ice. Barkley drops it over to Collins. Collins, head man. Here's Manning to Jackson. Jackson right in front. Cameron back to Jackson. Score. And that was unselfish because Chris Cameron really could have scored a goal there, but he saw Jason Jackson breaking on the right side, and he fed it right back to him. All Jackson had to do was, I think you or I could have scored that goal.
It was beautiful, tic-tac-toe. Manning to Jackson to Cameron, who had the, as you mentioned, the whole side of the net, and Chris has Dom Daldo slid over to his right. Chris just slid it back across the crease, and Jason Jackson, as a good forward, continued on towards the net, and he had the whole net to put it in.
At least. Off the face-off. Levac with it. Headman on Fauché's leg, actually. Joey picks it up and starts across. Here's Fauché with it. In the corner now. Draws some traffic. And the puck taken away. He gets it back again. Here's Fauché. His pass is intercepted at the blue line. Out to center ice. And the Cyclones break it across. It's poked away, though. And back out to center ice. Fauché tried a forecheck. It's lifted high up into the Watertown bench on the backhand. And we'll have a face-off with 11:38 left in the second period, and the scoreboard reading 5-0 for Massena, the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
That will be Jason Jackson's 10th goal of the year to go along with 3 assists. Jason, a very prolific offensive threat. There's no question. He knows what to do with that puck around the net.
Faucher's line out there now. He drops it back on the face-off. It comes back to McCracken from Levac. Scotty stops at the blue line, has it poke checked away, but it's kept in there. Here's McCracken trying to feed it to Whitcup in the corner. Bobby after it, throws a check, picks up the puck. Here's Whitcup being bodied out of the play, trying to stay with it. It's taken away. And out to the blue line and out to center ice as it slides all the way back in the Massena zone. Racing for it is Jay Chandler, but Levac gets back there. Chandler rides him into the boards. The puck comes free to Post. Post flips it to McCracken, and McCracken starts it back. We got a 3-on-2 if they move it, but the pass from McCracken was weak, and it comes poking back into the zone. Picked up by Joey Faucher. Faucher drops to Post. Post starts it out along the boards. Here comes Post. He's ridden into the boards. Puck comes back to the Massena blue line. Levac is there. Levac flips it to Post. Post flips it ahead for McCracken. McCracken goes to Faucher. Faucher just directs it in the zone and races in after it. Faucher goes after it in the corner along with McCready. Faucher skates out of the corner with it. Here's Joey with a puck along the boards right side, bodied by McCready. The puck hits McCracken, but it does bounce out to center ice. Post is there. He circles by one defenseman, takes it across. Oops. Offsides would have been the call. Watertown coming back the other way. Here's Chandler. Chandler trying to bust by Levac. Levac just takes him out of the play and knocks him down and poke checks the puck in the corner. And I'll tell you what, Chandler's got to be wondering about now. Here comes Whitcup. Drop pass. Faucher back to Whitcup right in front. Oh, he tried to go back to Faucher. One pass too many. As Levac, his shot deflected right across the goal mouth. And back out to center ice it comes as the Cyclones try to move it. It's Doug Wilder flipping in the Massena zone. Right back the other way come the Raiders as they're in a line change. Whitcup's still out there, though, and he doesn't mind going through the middle. He loses his stick and looks to get off the ice. The puck bouncing in the corner. Here comes Jason Chilton. Pretty good stick handling by Chilton. Back to the point. And Labarge gets knocked down. Stays with it, though, but the Cyclones clear it. Out to center ice it comes. Here comes Scotty Bryant losing it to Levac at the Massena blue line. Levac flips it ahead from Trevor Brown. Brown out to center ice now. He's upended. The puck dumped back in the zone on the backhand by Eric James, and it's picked up by Labarge. Labarge flips on the 45. Eddie Davis, oh, nice headman pass. Chilton looking for Brown. Brown breaks in. Can he catch it? He's too deep, but he centers to Chilton, and it goes right across the goal mouth. Back to Labarge at the point. He skates it into the corner. Left side of the goal. He circles right there. Labarge looking. He centers it right in front. Oh, and Brown couldn't get the stick down. What a nice pass it was, though. And finally, the puck dumped out to center ice. Here's Labarge coming back in his own zone. Massena leads it 5-0 here, nearing the halfway mark of the hockey game. Out to center ice, back in the zone. Delay offsides is the call, but Massena clears it. Ahead to Eddie Davis. Davis now trying to get by the defenseman, being slightly impeded there. It comes to Chilton. Chilton circles in the slot. The shot. Nice save by Dom Daldo. Nice move by Jason Chilton. Puck comes in front again. Eddie Davis looking to backhand it right on. The save made again by Dom Doldo. This line has had some great scoring opportunities. Now back the other way come the Cyclones. Brian Wright, and he just flips it in the Massena zone. Todd Collins is there. He's ridden into the boards by Dave Krapser. The puck kicks free. Krapser looking for it. He finds it in the corner. Centering pass knocked down by Jason Chilton. Chilton comes out of the corner now. Bounce pass to Brown. Brown clears it down the ice. Is it far enough for icing? I doubt it. It dies before it gets to the red line. It's picked up by Brian Wilson, the defenseman. Here's Wilson flipping it. Stepping in front of it there is Collins. He gets a shot on, a weak one, and the save made by Daldo. Puck around the boards and out to center ice as Jake Morris is there. Massena getting the Morris line. Collins ahead to Bigelow. Bigelow to Morris. Morris has got more breaking. Morris feeds it right in front. It goes off a leg, and he has to take it in the corner. Jake with a puck now. Looks to center it back to the point. It's intercepted. And out to center ice where Tommy Moore picks it up. Here's Moore turning it right back around again. Flipping through for Bigelow. Bigelow chasing it down in the corner right in front. Morris just deflects it wide. Tommy Moore digs it out of the corner. Goes back to Collins at the point. He winds it up. The shot, the save, the rebound bouncing in front. And it's underneath Daldo. And he holds on for the face-off. Whoa.
You mentioned the scoring chances that Jason Chilton, Trevor Brown, and Eddie Davis had. They probably, in the shift out there, they had 4 glorious scoring opportunities. Jason Chilton having a couple and Trevor Brown having a couple. And then the Morris line comes right back out. They had probably had 3. But again, credit to the young Watertown club. They're hanging in there and playing good. It's almost like zone hockey, Jerry. They're
doing the best they can, I guess is the way to put it. Jason Jackson's line out there now. Cameron with a puck. He's being bodied. Jackson comes to help out. Goes back to John Paul Bovair at the point. Seeing John Paul's first shift tonight. The puck comes in behind. Racing for it there. The puck right in front of Jackson. He can't control it. Now he circles out again. Here's Jason. High slot. Stick handles. Dumps it into the corner. Now racing for it is Mike Hewlett. Hewlett feeds Cameron. Cameron goes to Jackson too far, and it's poke checked out to center ice. Chandler gets knocked down again. And back in the zone, Chandler gets back up and picks up the puck. Here's Chandler now making the shift. He's going to dump it from center ice. And the save made, and a tough save there by Cullen. Now the puck in behind. After this is Jackson. Here comes Jackson, flips it ahead, out to center ice. Hewlett leaves it for Jackson. Jackson across the blue line. That may have been an offsides, but no call. Here's Jackson in behind, right in front, and Hewlett gets a weak shot. He was pretty well tied up by the defenseman, but he did get a stick on it. Good job to Tony Altieri for tying up Hewlett so he couldn't really get a good shot off.
Mentioned Jay Chandler. He drifted a 65-footer, but he had something on it, and Dougie Cullen made a nice toe save with the left pad. Dom Daldo is going to he's going to sleep and go to no problem getting to sleep tonight because he's had a lot of traffic in front of him today going through that crease.
Eric James against Joey Fauché now. Face-off comes in behind the Massena net. 5-0. Raiders lead it here. We're in the second period. Watertown now just moving it around in their own end. It comes to Scotty Bryant, and he's going to try to move it, but it's taken away and knocked into the slot. And here's McCracken with it. McCracken in the corner, centering pass. Fauché shot just wide. Poor Joey, snake bit. Puck around the boards. Beautiful, beautiful centering pass by McCracken. Now the puck around the boards the other way. Whitcup throws the check, takes the puck. Flips it in behind for Fauché. Here's Joey with it, circling out from behind. Fauché draws a crowd. He gets ridden into the boards, trying to stay with it. He can't find the puck. It's bounced back behind. Now it comes over on the other side for Greg Clemo, who flips it around the boards. Kept in at the point by Labarge. Now to Fauché in behind. Joey with it. Riding by McCready. Circles right in front. The shot. Labarge the save by Clemo. The puck comes free now. Whitcup bothering in the corner. Leaves it for Fauché. Back to Whitcup behind the net. Back to Fauché. That pass intercepted. The puck flipped around the boards. It comes to Scotty Bryan. He just backhands it out to center ice. And Jason Labarge picks it up. Circles into his own end. Drop pass goes for Tommy Post. Post the head man. Jake Morris. No, Fauché rather. And Fauché to McCracken. He gets ridden out of the play, but Post comes up with a puck. He backhands it in the Watertown zone. McCready with it. Bounce pass ahead and out to center ice off the skate of Dave Wilder. Now Whitcup just takes it away and circles back in his own end. Here's Whitcup's head man to Fauché. Fauché just got railed by Tim McCready. The puck comes back in the Watertown zone. That third line's still out there. They've been out a long time now. Comes to Labarge. Labarge headman to Whitcup across the blue line. Drop pass, but it was behind. And back the other way comes Jay Chandler. Chandler, down ice, offsides. Watertown could have had a 3-on-2, but they were just a little slow in recognizing that fact, and Massena managed to get back.
A great shift by the UPS line. Now, they're just filling, they're moving, they're rolling.
Must be we're playing running time.
You broke.
Sorry about that. The clock ran off about 10 seconds after the play stop. Nobody's arguing.
We've got a goal change. Todd Hayes is replacing Dougie right now.
Is that Hayes or is that...
That's Todd.
Okay. All righty. Because Massena has another goaltender as well. But Hayes is in there. And in behind the net, it's Collins. Todd Collins with it. Circles around. Chilton moving it ahead to Kellison. Here comes Freddie. He's got Brown breaking. He's going to take it himself in the zone. Bust by the defenseman. Kellison shot. Oh, big save. The puck comes right in front. Brown right across to Chilton. What a glorious scoring chance that was. Chilton couldn't put the hammer down, though, and the puck comes whistling around the boards. Barkley is there at the blue line and bouncing to Chilton. Chilton at the 45 steps by a check. Jason, he just threw a wicked check. It comes to Kellison. Kellison centering in front. And backhand, shot, scored. Chilton finally gets his goal. Jason Chilton, he's had about 15 chances, and he finally puts it in the net. Massena goes ahead 6-0.
Well, that line, Jason Chilton, Freddie Kelson, Trevor Brown, they're all over the Watertown defense. Trevor Brown went to the net a couple times. You like to see a forward go to the net without the puck, and he really went to the net just prior to that and almost cashed one in. And it just constant pressure. The poor Watertown defense, they didn't know where the puck was, and they came free, and Jason Chilton, standing off to Dom Daldo's left with a stick down, just batted it in the open net.
Okay, 3.5 left to play. It's 6-0 Massena. That's in the second period. Bigelow with it, has it taken away, believe that or not. It comes to Aaron Barkley. Barkley ahead to Tommy Moore across the blue line. Moore flips it ahead. It goes to Morris. Jake, stick handles through traffic, goes to Barkley. Barkley just flips it in the slot. Bigelow picks it up, waits, shoots it right across. Tommy Moore, shot, score.
That was almost a identical play from the last one, except we changed line. A flurry of activity around the net. Dom Daldo, he's saying, what can I do, fellas? He'd made about 3 or 4 saves, and actually Jeff Bigelow could have tucked that one upstairs himself, and he spotted Tommy Moore off to Dom Daldo's right. He slid it across through traffic, and Tommy whacked at it the first time and missed it, but then he caught it the second time. So that will be Tommy's 4th goal of the year, and I think the one prior to that, Jason Chilton, that was his 1st of the year.
Okay. Here's Jason Jackson. Jackson flipping it over to Labarge. Labarge skates it across the red line, lifts it high in the air, deep inside Watertown territory. Cameron after it. Chris drops it back for Jackson. He's in the middle, but Jackson didn't see him. Chris says, come on, boys, I'm open. It comes back to Beauvert. Beauvert moves it, but it's out to center ice. Labarge being forechecked, trying to come up with it, but it's James instead for Watertown. Jackson knocks him down. The puck comes to Manning back in the zone. Jason Jackson at the blue line. Here's Jackson, skates it to the middle. Stick handles, lost his mouth guard. Comes back to Jackson, and he dumps it over on the other side. Here's Labarge's shot. The save made, and the puck comes to Jackson. Jackson flips it to Labarge. Labarge winds the big drive, glove save by Daldo. And Jason's going to come over and pick up his mouth guard.
He looked like the Pied Piper that time. He had the puck, and he was weaving and rolling inside the offensive zone, and all you could see about 3 or 4 white shirts following all over, and they couldn't get the puck away from him. That last goal at the 11, we've got another, 28 seconds, it looks like. That last pair, Walter, from Jason Chilton's to Tommy Moore, 28 seconds, is that correct? So we've had 2 in a span of 18, 2 in a span of 9 seconds, and 2 in a span of 28.
Off the faceoff, back to post at the point. He flips it for Jason Chilton. Chilton now trying to move it across in the circle, bangs at it. It comes back to the blue line, and it's out to center ice. Here comes Watertown. They completely overskate, and back comes Massena. This time Levac's going to lead the attack. You almost never see this. Here's Levac centering it, but we have a whistle. I think they're going to call a man in the crease and move the faceoff outside. 1:55 left, second period on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Massena leads 7-0. And I think we might mention this is a kind of a closed circuit message for Coach Stan Moore when he's watching the game later on. We might mention that maybe the reason that this period looks a little shaky is because Joey White's holding the camera this period. So, Stanley, that might be the reason. Off the faceoff, the puck in the corner, Massena zone. Chilton picks up the loose puck and starts out left side. Moving it ahead for Eddie Davis. He just pokes it and follows it down the sideline. Here comes Davis. He's got Kellis, and he's going to drive it. Ooh, he put a mustard on that. And Freddie says, what do I got to do to get you to pass it to me? He was wide open, breaking in on the right side. Davis took the shot, and save made by Dom Daldo.
Oh, a cannonading shot by Eddie Davis, I'd say from about 35 feet out, and I don't know how Dom Daldo got a glove to that thing. That was headed to the top left-hand corner. Eddie Davis was really flying down that left side, and he teed one up. Dom Daldo got the glove to it and deflected it high over the glass. Good save.
Jake Morris will take the face-off now, right side, in Watertown territory. 7-0 Massena, back to the point, Beauvert. Over on the other side, Labarge. He just flips it into the middle. And it's dumped right back to the blue line. Morris. Jake, open wing, intercepted. Back comes Scotty Bryant. They didn't call that offsides. The puck comes back around the boards to Tommy Moore. Moore flips it ahead for Bigelow. Here comes Bigelow. Right by the defenseman. Bigelow breaks it right in front, gets a shot off, but it's wide. Puck bounces back to the blue line. And back down the other way comes Dave Wilder. Wilder gets a shot off, and Hayes gets a piece of it, and it goes in the corner behind the net. Bigelow Headman pass, Tommy Moore. Here comes Moore. He's got Morris with him, flips it to him. Jake takes it across, and into the corner it goes. Here's Morris right in front. Oh, he fed Tommy Moore, and Tommy just fired it wide. What a pass. Puck along the boards. Now Morris throws a check. It kicks free to McCready. 35 seconds left in the period. 7-0 Massena on the Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Now the puck slides into the slot. Watertown clears it to center ice. John Paul Beauvert picking it up there. Moving it back, and he dumps it in the Watertown zone. In the corner, oh, Jackson just threw a wicked check. Ouch. Out to center ice. Aaron Barkley to an open wing. Massena's in the middle of a line change, but Mike Hewlett is there to pick it up. Has it poked away, comes to Barkley with 8 seconds left to Beauvert. Beauvert steps across the red line, flips it in the zone. Racing for it is Hewlett, and that'll take care of the period as he and McCready collide. And we played 2 periods here. After 3 in the first, or was there 4 in the first? 4 in the first. Massena comes back with 3 in the second, and the Raiders lead it on a score of 7-0. Broadcast this afternoon from the Alex Duffy Fairgrounds Arena in Watertown, brought to you by the Pub and Pantry Restaurant, located just east of Massena on Route 37 across from the St. Lawrence Center. By Paris Environmental Control Corporation on the Winthrop Road, Massena, qualified to handle all your environmental problems. 769-5900, the number to call. By Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, Massena, and I Appeal in...
Todd Hayes. The third goaltender, his name is Jason Bashaw.
Okay.
Chilton's got his...
Welcome back to the Watertown Alex Duffy Fairgrounds Arena as we get ready for the start of the third period. As Watertown's going to make a goaltending change here as Kelly Campo, the backup goaltender, will be coming in to play. Massena leads at 7-0, and the only question remaining is the final score. You know, the outcome has already been determined and was early in the hockey game. We might even say before the game started.
Yeah, if we got a second here, Jim, maybe we'll go over the point leaders prior to this game. We haven't updated our stats. It will be additional after today. But coming in today's game, Jake Morris led the Raiders in scoring with 29 points on 17 goals and 12 assists. And his line mate, JV, with 8 goals and 17 assists for 25 points. And Chris Cameron, formerly on that line, now on Jason Jackson's line. Chris has 7 goals, 10 assists for 17 points. Goaltending, both Dougie Cullen and Todd Hayes sparkling goals against average of 2.00 and up in the 90s on the save percentage. And the penalty leader, with 10 penalties for 38.5 minutes, you name them.
Kelly Campo will be starting here, as we mentioned, and Massena right off the bat, Tommy Moore with it, back to the point, Collins, over to Tommy Post. Post flips it in the corner. We're underway here in the third period. Bigelow gets upended, and McCready comes up with a puck, flips it along the boards, and the Cyclones cleared out to center ice. Comes to the Massena line. Tommy Post is there to pick it up. Post bounce pass ahead for Moore. Moore looks on the wing for Bigelow. Biggs takes it across, steps by one to Moore, in front to Bigelow, the shot, and they score. I mean, I know that doesn't sound too exciting, but Massena will pick up their 8th goal here. I'm not sure who gets it. There was a couple players. Bigelow and Moore were both right in front.
One of the two. There was a traffic jam on the way they're high-five, and I think maybe Tommy Moore is going to pick up his second of the afternoon, and I can't recap that one because I just saw the...
No, 3-9-5. So Bigelow gets it from Moore, and also Tommy Post.
Well, that would be Jeff's hat trick then.
That's right.
That's the hat trick for Jeffrey, and that would be, that's his 11th goal of the year. But you didn't answer my question. I asked that just prior to, who do you think is I gave the number of penalties, 38.5 minutes, but I asked you, who do you think it is on the Raiders?
McCracken.
Oh, okay. I'm just keeping.
And I'll tell you why I know that is because of those 2 misconducts.
Right.
There's 10 minutes apiece. That brings you up to 20 right there.
Okay, I'll ask you a tougher question. Okay. Who's the second leading Raider?
Post.
No, he's a defenseman though.
Yeah.
He has 15.5 minutes.
Must be Levac then. No?
No,
Jason LeVar.
Jason LeVar.
Well, I get it eventually. Go through the defensive core. All right. I think Scotty led the way last year in penalty minutes as well. But this he's been a lot. I don't know if I want to say a lot better this year, but he has not taken as many penalties this year.
And that line, that new line, the ups line, they really have the chemistry going. I think it looks super.
Okay, off the face-off, we're back underway here. It comes into the zone of Watertown, and Levac just flips it in behind. Manning after it there. He's ridden into the boards by Clemo. Clemo trying to keep him there. Manning still moves with it. Manning quite a package, good-sized lad, but finally it's poked away from him, and Eric James comes up with it. James headmans it. We have a whistle. We're going to have a penalty. Yeah, there's going to be Clemo picking up a penalty. He's kind of impeded, or is it going to be matching minors? He and Manning were mixing it up. So Manning goes into the box, and I think we're going to see, thought he said 20 white, but apparently it's just Manning.
That last,
no, it is Clemo. Okay.
The official time on that goal, 25 seconds. Jeff Bigelow is 11th of the year. Tommy Post and Tommy Moore picking up assist on that, Jerry.
So Clemo and Manning pick up matching minors. And so we'll be skating 4-on-4 plus the goaltenders. And we've got Fauché and McCracken out there, along with Levac and Labarge. Here's a shot from center ice, turned aside by Kelly Campo, and is picked up behind the net by Altieri, trying to move it ahead. Poke checked away by Fauché, comes right in front. 8-0 Massena here on the Corky's Collision scoreboard. We're in the third period. The puck dumped back inside Massena territory. Back after it, there's Labarge. Labarge dumps it for Levac, and Levac starts to move it out right side. Here's Brian ahead to Fauché. Joey checked into the boards, but McCracken is there to follow up right by the defenseman. Skates it in front. He shoots it wide. And now it's Labarge with it in the corner, picking up the puck. Jason takes it in behind the net, looking, goes back to the point, and it's kept in there by Levac with a big, long reach. He stays with it, feeds it ahead for Labarge. Here's Labarge to McCracken right in front. It's deflected in by the goalie, or by the defenseman, I believe, McCready. But we'll see who gets credit.
I think he's going to give Scotty McCracken credit for it. I'm not sure if Scotty got it on the deflection or Timmy McCready, who was trying to tie him up in front. But it was a Jason Labarge from about 40 feet out, really scalded one. And as we mentioned, Timmy McCready had Scotty McCracken trying to tie him up in front, and one of the two of them got their stick on it.
They may give it to Labarge. Yeah, it is Labarge who gets it. So it must have gone off the defenseman.
Gone off McCready.
Okay. So here comes Chilton back the other way. He gets impeded at the blue line, to say the least. Back down the ice comes Watertown's Pete Chandler. Chandler trying to dump it in the middle, but nobody there except Massena's Chilton. Poked away, goes in behind the net. Here comes Tommy Post. 9-0 Massena as Post stick handles it up to center ice. Here comes Post across the blue line. Takes it in the corner. Of course, in a game like this, the defensemen want to play forward. And Post wraps it around the net and shoots. And the save made by goaltender Campo. Now Manning gets out of the box. Now, that's right. They were both man down. Okay, they can do that. It wasn't a delay penalty. Here comes Davis with it now. He just bangs it off the boards. It goes right in, and Campo turns it aside and leaves it for Brian Wilson. Down to 12 minutes left. Massena on top, 9-0 on the Corky scoreboard. Puck comes to Chilton. Chilton just flips it in behind for Eddie Davis. Davis, side of the net now, moves it around in the corner, circling, looking to go back to the point, but it's past Tommy Post out to center ice, and Aaron Barkley skates over after it. Here's Barkley, headman of Chilton. Chilton pokes it for Davis. Eddie just dumps it in the zone. Kellison busts in after it. Freddie centers it right across the goal mouth. Comes to Davis. He drives it. Fired it wide. Ooh, that had some mustard on it. Puck back to the blue line out to center ice. Here come the Cyclones. A shot from center. Todd Hayes makes a save on Crapser. That's Tommy Crapser. The puck rides around the boards. Davis loses it. Goes back to the point. Here's another shot taken from Altieri. And that goes whistling around the boards in the corner. Jay Chandler loses it to Jake Morris. Here comes Jake with it. Into the corner, flips it ahead, doesn't get it out of the zone. Here comes Chandler, loses it right in front, and Tommy Post just flips it along the boards for Kellison. Doesn't get it out, back to the point. Here's McCready's shot, deflected into the corner. Eddie Davis after it. Davis circles back, flips it around the boards behind the net. And around it comes to Tommy Post, headman to Jake Morris. Here comes Morris. Uh-oh. He gets right by the defenseman, gets a shot off, sprawling, and the save made by Kelly Campo. The defenseman, Altieri, just got enough of him to knock him down.
Prior to that last rush, when the Raiders had it down in the Watertown zone, actually Watertown was playing a man down. Number 20, Craig Clemo, had dropped his stick, Jerry, and he bent over to pick it up, and he couldn't pick it up with his gloves on. He reached, couldn't get it, reached. All this time, Massena's, had a flurry around the Watertown. Finally, he had to take off his glove to pick up his stick. So about 20 seconds, they were down a man.
Off the face-off, back to Labarge at the point. He feeds it. Here's Collins' shot is high, It rides the puck boards to the blue line and kept in at the point momentarily. Here comes Morris with it. Morris drops it back to LaBarge at the point again. Left point, he just slides it in the middle. Bigelow has to go behind him, drops it back to Collins at the point. He winds it. That's wide. Puck goes to Morris. His quick shot, rebound right in front, and Bigelow puts it in the open net as the goaltender, Kelly Campo, had come out on Morris. He made the save on Morris. The puck came right to Bigelow, and he fired it in to make it 10-0 Massena. And that's Big's fourth goal of the game.
And I don't think he really wanted to shoot it. He was looking for somebody to pass it to, but there was no one else there. They had all drifted over to the side, and Kelly Campo was probably 10 feet to the right of on the right side, and Biggs is over here on the left side, and he just slid it into the empty net. But Todd Collins has got to go on record for having the longest shot ride the top of the dasher this year. That one probably, about 45 feet on the top of the dasher.
Off the face-off, we've got the Jackson line out there, Cameron on one wing and Hewlett on the other wing. And, of course, like you say, the good thing about a game like this is everybody gets a chance to play. Back out to center ice. Here comes Greg Clemo. Clemo takes it in the zone on the right side. Drop pass goes to Jackson from Massena. He circles it back out. Jackson headman to Hewlett. Hewlett just dumps it to center ice. Here comes Jackson. Jackson breaks in on the right side. Jackson right in front. Cameron shot. He couldn't quite get it off in time. The save is made, and it comes free in behind. Now it's banged around the boards. Bovair looks to keep it in, goes to Jackson. Jackson circles out of the corner again, takes it in behind the net around from left to right. Here's Jackson, and he's just going to dump it to Cameron, looking for the return pass. He gets it right in front. The shot just wide. And Clemo just railed him that time. Jackson took a check, but Bovair keeps it in at the point. And the puck's just spent a good majority of its time in the Watertown end this afternoon. Now Jackson gets railed again. The puck underneath Clemo in his skates. They still work at it. Jam for it. Still free. And finally it kicks to Jackson. Right side of the net. He circles out in front. Here's Jason. Stick handles back to the blue line. Circles around. Right in front, Cameron, his shot knocked down, and Watertown is going to ice it. And there's the whistle. And it'll move back with 8:47 remaining in the third period. And on the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Massena up 10-0. 4 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 more in the third.
And that last goal, his fourth of the game, that's a highlight, Jeff Bigelow. But another highlight that Joey just pointed out to me, Tommy Moore, and I said, Tommy's a grinder, etc. He has picked up his 5th assist of the day. That's quite an accomplishment in any game. Tommy Moore, his 5th assist, and Jake Morris also picking up an assist on that last goal. That's a 4:49 mark.
Off the faceoff, back to the point it comes. Tommy Post lifts one and goes wide. And Fauché got knocked down right in front. McCracken scores on the pass from Whitcup behind, and it's 11-0.
Yeah, Brian Wilson tried to tie up Scotty McCracken, and he just couldn't. He did his best, and he just couldn't. Scotty's not big, but he's tough, and Brian Wilson would just shed like you'd brush off a mosquito, and it came across the crease, and Scotty just knocked it in the open side.
And it's 11-0 Massena, and you notice whenever there's a stoppage of play, the clock runs about 10 seconds after the whistle. Oh, Whitcup just got railed. I think we're going to have a penalty right there. Or no, an icing, I guess. No, excuse me, icing. And they'll move it back into the Massena zone.
Referee John Snow making the call. I think John is out of the, I'm taking a guess, he's out of the Alex Bay area also, Jerry. But Arnie O'Reilly, a veteran official, has been around a long time. Arnie, when I was coaching, Arnie was calling them. And in fact, he just got back off the inactive list. I saw in the paper he was injured, got run over by a hockey player.
Yeah, I noticed you told him he should be careful today.
Yeah.
Didn't want him to get hurt. Okay, here comes the headman from Fauché. Back to the red line, and Joey picks it up again. Takes it across the blue line. Drop pass, Whitcup in the slot, right across McCracken, looking to pass it, and McCracken couldn't get the stick down. Here's Scotty with the puck now in the high slot, looking to go to Fauché. Fauché whacks at it, can't come up with it, comes back to Post, his drive, through traffic, save, rebound sits, McCracken fires it behind the net. Here comes Joey Fauché. Back to Levac. He fakes the shot, goes to Fauché instead. Here's Joey, high slot. He winds his shot. He scores! Joey Fauché picks up the goal, and Massena goes up 12-0, and that just kissed the post and went on the inside.
Just kissed the post from about 40 feet out, right in between the circles. Dead center, staring Kelly Campo right in the kisser, and he wound up and laid one right along the ice. And I don't think an NHL goalie would have stopped it, but it just got inside the post.
Joey Fauché gets the goal from McCracken and Whitcup, and it's 12-0 Massena. And we're about halfway through the third period. Here's Trevor Brown with it. In on the off wing. Trevor trying to go by the D. The defenseman falls down. Trevor takes it in the corner. Centering pass. Chilton right in front. It gets by him. And Don Doldo pokes it. Now up behind, it's Jason Chilton with it along the boards. 45. He gets taken out of the play, but pokes it free to Eddie Davis. Davis in the corner. Has it poked away, gets back again. Comes back along the boards, and it's cleared by Brian Wright out to center ice. Slides slowly in the Massena zone. And in behind. And the puck comes free. Back out to center ice. Davis with it. Davis breaks down the left wing side and stops about halfway out. Back to the point. Here's the drive by Beauvais. That goes wide. And in the corner it comes. After it there, and behind the net, it comes back out to the point. Fed back into the corner again by Beauvais. The puck bouncing around, back to the point again. Beauvais keeps it in. It comes free. Eddie Davis. Davis the shot. The save made. The rebound cleared into the corner. And it comes back to Brian Wright. Back to the point. Dumped back in. And it's covered up by the goaltender, Kelly Campos.
I'd like to check Kelly Campos' pads on the last shot by Eddie Davis. He really waxed one. Boy, that was a screamer. I must have heard even through the pads. Those last two goals by the UPS line, 6:25, Scotty McCracken, his seventh, from Bobby Whitcup and Tommy Post, and then 7:15 mark, Joey Fauché, his third of the year. Scotty McCracken and Bobby Whitcup picking up assists on that.
We got a change in goal from Massena as Massena's third goaltender, Jason Bashaw, comes into the ball game, and the puck comes right in front of the net, and the save, another save, back to Labarge. Labarge flips in the corner for Tommy Moore. He centers it in front, and it's knocked down by McCready, and the puck comes around the boards. Now back to the blue line. Jason Labarge keeps it in. Or I should say Jake Morris keeps it in. Now the puck along the boards. Finally into the zone comes Jay Chandler. He's ridden out of the play. The puck comes free. Bounces. Tommy Moore. Moore gets ridden, but he stays with it. Here's Tommy with it. Now dumps to an open wing. That's Bigelow. Bigelow circles. Back in his own end. Being forechecked by Chandler. Flips it, but Daldo is there. His shot knocked down. They jam at it, and out to center ice it comes. Here comes Bigelow. Biggs breaks across the blue line, drops to Morris. Jake, right across. I think he scored. No, he didn't score. I think it went in and came out, but, well, we'll see. Is the puck still free in front? They jam. It goes wide into the corner. I'm almost positive that went in and came out. Now the puck comes back to Bigelow in the corner. Bounces it high in the air. We have a whistle. And a little pushing and shoving in front of the net as Labarge and the goaltender Campo get into it a little bit. I think we're going to have penalties there.
I'm sure we're going to have penalties. Kelly Campo, we could see it. He couldn't. It was right down at his skate. He lost sight of it. It was just laying there. I'm not sure if it went in or not, Jerry, as you mentioned the first time. But I could see the rebound. If indeed it did go in and come back out, I could see the puck laying right at his feet. And it was just a humongous traffic jam in front. Arnie O'Reilly making a call, double minors.
Arnie a little out of breath. Had to break him up a little bit. It's going to be double minors for Labarge and also Greg Clemmo. Clemmo again defending his fellow goaltender.
Yeah, probably wants a rest is what it is. If I get over the penalty bench for 3 minutes, I'll catch myself a good breather.
5:15 is what we have left in the third period. Massena leading at 12-0. Last time around it was, 12-2 final?
Yeah.
So this is very, very similar to the game we saw last time.
And the coaching staff, a Watertown coach, has called his players together over there and says, come on, let's stick to hockey. And certainly that last little set two was nothing. Just the goaltender and Jason Labarge pushed each other. But come on, down 12-0. You don't hang your head. You stick in there just like you have all year and continue to play good hockey.
Okay. Somebody must have called a timeout.
Yeah, I think the Watertown coach did. I think he called a timeout, and to get everything's back in perspective here. And he might make a goaltending change also. I saw number 15 hop over the boards. I don't know how many goaltenders he had dressed.
No, that is Campo, 15.
Oh, is it?
The wrong number for him, but
okay.
He's still out there. 24 is Dom Daldo. But anyway, we want to remind you our next Massena hockey broadcast will be next Wednesday, and I can guarantee you it'll be a different game than this as Massena travels to the Golden Dome to take on the OFA Blue Devils. That's a Wednesday night game at 6:30. We'll be on the air with High School Hockey Report at about 6:20 now. On Tuesday night, Potsdam College basketball. Sanford T will be on hand as the Bears host Plattsburgh in a SUNYAC conference game.
And what OFA coming up with a big win last night, knocking off the Liverpool club.
Okay, off the face-off. It comes to Jackson. Jackson breaks inside the zone, steps by one, steps by another, run in front, shot, score, Jackson. And it's 13-0 as Jason put on a stick handling clinic right there.
Oh, he first went around Joey Altieri, and then so it was a 1-on-2, and he took Joey out of the play and left him with he and Brian Wilson going 1-on-1, and he put the same move on Brian Wilson, and then it was just down to he and Kelly Campo, and he just tucked it up. Right up, and as we say, up on the top shelf where you keep the peanut butter.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know what Coach Mike Cole, is telling his players, but it's one of those situations where you go out there and you do the best that you can, and that's about all you can do when you're outmanned and outgunned like they are. I guess the thing here is, here's a chance. Chandler shot. Oh, Bashaw has to make the big save, and he covers it up. Whoa! Chandler finally got a chance as he's been bodied around all afternoon. He broke in and unleashed a bullet. And Bashaw made the save and covered it up, and he's shaking his head right now.
And he's getting a round of applause from the Raider bench, and that's intended for young Jason Bashaw. That's his first action of the year. In fact, he just joined the club recently.
So when Javier Garritti left, Stanley wanted a third goaltender, and Bashaw's the man. Off the face-off, Chris Cameron with it now. Cameron moves it along the boards. Chandler takes him out of the play, pokes at it. Puck sits, and now it's poke check back in the corner, Massena zone. After it is Todd Collins. He stands there with the puck. Now he starts to move it out. Takes it right in front, but he's going to stay with it. Can't do that against a tougher club. You got to be careful about that. He flips it ahead for Manning. Pokes it in the zone. Here comes Todd breaking by the D. Todd shot, the save, the rebound right in front. Cameron just kind of waved at it on the backhand. Back to Collins. He drives it. That save made. Cameron flipped it up over the net. We got all kinds of reaction now from the Massena bench. Do you notice that? Now the puck goes to Cameron. He comes out of the corner right across the goal mouth. Cameron pokes at it, and the save made, and now the Cyclones break it out to center ice. 13-0 Massena on the Corky scoreboard. In the corner, Collins throws a check. The puck comes free. Cameron underneath the Cyclone player. Finally, it squirts to Manning. Manning breaks out of there with Barkley and Cameron. We're skating 4-on-4. Here's the pass to Cameron in the slot. His shot, save, and good save by Kelly Campo. And the rebound comes to the Cyclones with 3.5 left to play here. He's going to dump it in the Massena zone, and the save made by Bashaw on the dump from Justin Navoda. Now the puck comes right in front. Here's James, and he can't get the shot off. Gets it back to the point, though. It's knocked down in front. Attempting to deflect it was Dave Wilder, and Barkley just took him out of the play. Now he and McCready jam for it. The puck comes back to the blue line, Manning. Here's Todd Manning. He's got Cameron breaking in. Chris Cameron, dipsy doodles right in front, shot. Nice save by goaltender Campo. And again, reaction from the Massena bench. Here's Cameron. Chris, in his defense, I don't think he's trying all that hard, David.
He's had 5 scoring opportunities in the last 45 seconds, Jerry. 5 golden scoring opportunities.
Puck in behind the net. 2.5 left to play here. Watertown breaks out. Here's Eddie Davis. Throws a check. Knocks McCready down. And McCready flips it. There's going to be a penalty on that, I believe. And Massena touches it. Oh, he's going to call a slash on who?
It's going to be on Massena, I think. I thought he got a cross-check.
Manning was on Manning. That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it was a delayed. Watertown didn't realize. It took him a while to react. Todd's coming to the... he didn't think he had it. He's shaking his head. He was on the bench, in fact.
Yeah, that's right.
But getting Chris Cameron, he's also
penalty.
going. It's a double. Okay, I didn't see that one. But I think that's... Maybe he's frustrated. He had 5 in his last shift out there, 5 glorious scoring opportunities. And Kelly Campo once made the save, never even saw the puck. It was through traffic, hit him high up on the chest, but he stymied him 5 times.
So we've got 10 seconds left in the matching minors. Right now it's 4-on-3, but it'll be 5-on-3 here momentarily. And 5-on-3 for much of the remainder of the game. Back to the point. Here's the drive, and Bashaw makes the save. and holds on and gets a big crowd, a big roar from the Massena crowd. We might mention that there are more Massena people here than Watertown people.
Tommy Krapser won the draw clean back to Joey Altieri, and he blasted one from the point, but Jason Bashaw.
This time Fauché wins the face-off, and he takes it right across in front of Collins, and he whacks it down the ice. And now two are out. Now, wait a minute. Labarge should not get out until the whistle goes. Is that right?
That's
yeah,
right.
That's correct. But he comes over to the bench, and that actually technically was too many men, except the fact that they probably let him out, so it's not his fault. Okay, here's McCready. Over on the other side, Altieri winds it and golfs it high over the net. And it goes over and out, and the whistle blows. So we've got 1:05 left in the second Massena penalty and 55 in the first. I think Manning's came first and then Cameron. Now Arnie O'Reilly's telling him you can't send him out. And actually, like you say, it's not the player's fault. They tell you to go, you go.
That's right. Timmy McCready, nice job that time. The Cyclones gained the blue line. Puck came back to him, and he threw a pass over to Joey Altieri, and Joey teed one up. And number 7 for one of the 7-11 combination of the Raiders, Joey Fauché was able to deflect it up over the top of the glass.
Off the faceoff, Chandler comes in the zone. Chandler now, stick handles in the corner, moving it back to Krapser. He's going to drive it, and it's knocked down in front, and Morris just dumps it down the ice. And it's stopped by Kelly Campo, moves it ahead. Here comes Chandler across the blue. Oh, makes a nice move, almost lost his feet, and he does. And Massena clears it to the blue line and out to center ice. Here's Morris with it. Jake circles. Jake, here we go. Here comes Jake. Goes by 1, goes by 2, goes by 3. Here comes Morris, 1-on-3, breaks by the D. Here's the shot right in front, the save made by Campo. Morris almost scored down 2 men. Back the other way comes Watertown. Just about a minute to play. Here's Chandler's shot knocked down. It comes free. Morris pokes at it. Here comes Jake. He's just going to dump it down the ice. He had his rush already. That was enough.
Okay. He went by 4, Jerry. You down went by 3. He went by 4.
Okay. Here comes McCracken now stealing the puck. 3 seconds left in the second penalty as McCracken circles in the corner. Stays with it. McCracken just wasting time now. Of course, the penalty is up. Massena back to full strength. Here's McCracken. Gets knocked down. Goes to Whitcup. Gets back up again. Here's Whitcup to McCracken, side of the net, right across the goal mouth, and Kelly Campo is going to make the save and hold on. Now a little pushing. Whitcup going after one of the Watertown players, and I'm not sure what precipitated that, but they're tied up amongst each other.
Now that's number 11. That's Tommy Krapser. He and Bobby are kind of tied up, and I don't think nothing... Referee Arnie O'Reilly right there. Probably give him a couple minutes each for a minute and a half for roughing. And we might have one in front of the net here also. I think, is that Joey Fauché?
Yeah, that's Joey coming over to the penalty box.
He and number 20 might go for the Cyclones. Here we've got 25 seconds left in the hockey game. And definitely Bobby Whitcup's coming to the gate, and Joey Fauché. And for the Cyclones, Tommy Krapser is going to get the gate, and I think there probably should be another Cyclone also. Well,
Krapser comes back over to the bench.
Well, he's definitely going to go, I would think. He and Bobby Whitcup were tied up.
Here's the other one.
It's number 22, Pete Chandler.
Oh, the goalie is who he got. So it's
okay.
Fauché and the goalie.
Okay.
As they mixed it up in front, and then coming over will be Pete Chandler. But that was not Chandler. That was Tom Krapser that was mixing it up with Whitcup.
Yeah.
And not that it really makes much of a difference here with 25 seconds remaining in the third period. And we're going to play 3-on-3 for 25 seconds and get this hockey game over with. Massena leading 13-0.
They need another player in the box. Technically, Watertown only has 1 in there. They should have. No. Okay. I guess Tommy Krapser's not going to get a call. I thought they had a... I think Arnie O'Reilly realizes there should be another one, but he's going to play it here with 4 on
Says
the
the heck with it, right? Watertown dumps it down the ice with 20 seconds left. Aaron Barkley legging in after it. Massena leads 13-0. Puck in behind Barkley. Barkley now turns it the other way, and it comes to McCracken with 10 seconds left. Here's Scotty to center ice. He's ridden into the boards. The puck comes free. Now Jason Labarge comes up with it. It goes right across in front of the red line. And the buzzer sounds, and mercifully, this thing is over as the Red Raiders defeat Watertown on a score of 13-0. So the Massena Red Raiders defeat Watertown. The score again, 13-0. And Massena will be going to OFA on Wednesday night. So once again, our final score, the Massena Red Raiders defeating the Watertown Cyclones on a score of 13-0. Stay tuned for the post-game show.